Now, about process safety impacts. I don't know of any way in which we've impacted process safety particularly well with our current 3D CAD system. I see incredible possibilities for impacting it with Smart Plant 3D. And we've already started that impact. At Dow, and I'm sure most other companies, we have a library of most effective practices. This is everything from chair details like this to design standards, safety standards that have to be followed, design rules. And what we have done is to embed these rules and these objects directly into the Smart Plant 3D catalog. We've been working 3-4 years doing this. Everything from if all you know about it is this 1,000-gallon tank, here's the best construction techniques. So you just pick it, you go into the catalog and you pick a 1,000-gallon tank, and it automatically puts up one with a diameter and a length that is appropriate for the best construction practices. All the way to, this thing is good for up to 50 kips. And so when you go through it and you're opening up, as you're going down through this Workspace Explorer looking thing here, one of the selections you'll pick on, it'll be a list of weights that something is appropriate for, and you click and you open it based on that. So you are basically selecting standards based on the rules that Dow has established for the use of those standards. The old process, we have this library in our fantasies. Users go to the library each time they need to use it, print out a standard, and then model and design per that standard. In reality, maybe once a year they go print the standards. And they have a printed set of them that they use. So they're not using the most current one. Almost nobody is using the most current standards. When you embed it into your system like this, everybody is using up-to-date standards. And there's no human interface to get from the standards to the 3D model. Once you've selected it, it is correct. There's no need to translate what you've selected. Also, as soon as we say, we need to improve this standard, the tech center gets busy and says there's a better way of doing this, a different gasket, a different whatever that we ought to be using. You take and you change the standard here, and it's not a year before it gets used. It's used on the very next project. The other thing is, if you discover that one of your standards has led to problems, and you need to go correct those problems, all those problems, the basis of design is right in your models. You can say, go find me all of the G3D-version 1 objects that we have in all our models. And so you can quickly identify all the points of error that you have that you need to go and address. I had to laugh a little bit. I saw the presentation the other day, and they were showing the different disciplines and what productivity they got out of this. And they were showing equipment as the lowest productivity gain. At Dow Chemical, they're far and away. They are so fast, because you just pick the standards. You say, on the spec sheet it says design, the process engineer says use these standards. The modeler gets in, looks up those standards out of the catalog, bing, bing, selects them all, places, adds a few pieces of detail like how, platform height and that sort of stuff, and they're done. Equipment modeling is extremely efficient using these standards.